Welcome to my channel. My name is Randeep and I show you how to make easy Indian food. I'm a little late to this trend, but today I'm going to be showing you cauliflower rice. If you like my video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. I'm starting off with a medium head of cauliflower, which I chopped up into smaller pieces and then I rinsed it off. To rice the cauliflower, we're going to use a food processor. I overfilled it just a little bit, so perhaps do this in 2 batches if you have a larger head of cauliflower. I pulsed it 4 to 5 times. You don't want to overblend it because you don't want pureed cauliflower. Once it's been pulsed, it should look like small grains of rice. Here is a closer look at what my cauliflower looked like. To a pan, I added about a tablespoon of ghee. You can use oil or butter. I added 1 cube of ginger and garlic, which I usually grind and freeze, and a pinch of cumin seeds and caraway seeds. I love rice, by the way, so that's one of the reasons that I haven't really tried making cauliflower rice. But I wanted to give it a try, see what the hype is all about. The rice dish that I love the most is pulao, which is rice with lots of different veggies in it that I eat with either plain yogurt or raita, which is yogurt with some grated vegetables and spices. So I'm trying to make this cauliflower rice in a similar way to see how close I can get to that flavor profile. I added some red onions and 1 medium-sized tomato. I'm a mom, I work full-time, so I do anything I can possibly to make my life easier in the kitchen. So in addition to making chunks of ginger and garlic and freezing them, I also buy a large can of tomato paste, which I then freeze as well in the ice cube tray. I stick everything in a Ziploc bag so that way I can easily use what I need for any recipe. If you'd like a separate video where I share all of my tips and tricks of how I make my life easier in the kitchen, please comment down below. To my vegetable rice, usually I add any veggies that I have laying around. To this, so far, as you know, I've added tomatoes and onions, and I also added some celery that I had laying around. Once your tadka is cooked, where all the veggies have browned, I add my seasoning, so about a couple of tablespoons of pink Himalayan salt, some garam masala, and some red chili powder. You can add turmeric to this as well, but I didn't because I wanted to retain some of that red and white color that I normally would see in a normal rice pulao or a vegetable rice dish. The final thing that I added before I add my cauliflower is my mixed frozen veggies. This is about 1 cup. I love this this style of frozen veggies because I like pretty much everything in here. The peas and corn, the green beans and the lima beans. There's carrots in there as well. So you get a mix of all the different veggies. You can also add some broccoli, or either frozen or fresh. Mushrooms would work great in this recipe, and any other veggies that you have laying around. I didn't worry too much about cooking these frozen veggies before I add my cauliflower, because after I add the cauliflower, we're going to cover and cook this for a few minutes so that everything gets softened up. So if you don't have the time, you can just add everything pretty much all at once your tadka of the onions and tomatoes is cooked. Once I added my riced cauliflower, this didn't take too long to be finished. I didn't want to overcook it so that the cauliflower is too mushy, so I left this on a medium-low heat. I mixed up everything, made sure everything was well combined and all the spices were well coated on the cauliflower. Finally, to give it a little bit of an extra flavor and zing, I added the juice of half of a lemon to this. I could have added a little bit more, depending on how much you like sort of a zestier, tangy flavor. You can add more or less, or you can leave the lemon juice out altogether. You can very easily adapt this and make it into any kind of recipe you like. This can be cilantro lime cauliflower rice from Chipotle. It can be fried rice if you add a little bit of soy sauce. It's a very easy and adaptable recipe. Once I added all of my ingredients, I covered it and let it cook for a few minutes so that the cauliflower can soften up. And then I let it cook uncovered so that if there was any water or liquid remaining, that it would evaporate. And there you have it. This was my attempt at making riced cauliflower. Let me tell you, this does not substitute actual rice for me, but it wasn't bad at all. It has its own taste. So please give this recipe a try, but don't assume that this is going to taste exactly like rice. If you've watched this long, I hope that you hit the like button and that you subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment down below and let me know what you'd like to see me do next. Thanks for watching. See you next time.